We're going to take this truck right here and make it look like that truck right there. Maybe a little better looking wheels, but besides that, we're going to get on this first thing in the morning. Let you watch us go through the whole build. Shouldn't take us long. Going to be, I think, 108 degrees today, so we want to get on it pretty soon. See you. So taking off the brake calipers, hanging them on the frame so the lines don't get damaged. Taking all the small bolts off so none of the lines get stretched. You're gonna have to pull that nut off. Well, you can pop this off, but make sure you follow the instructions. That's not what this guy's doing, but that's okay. He knows what he's doing. Always follow the instructions. And we're not removing the spindles on this truck. It's a four-wheel drive. Has the axle going through it, so you don't do a spindle lift on this. We're just going to do the coilover lift. Sneak peek on the shocks. Ooh, right there, nice. Okay. So while he's taking all this off, we're also doing the rear. Jonathan is wrenching the bolts off of the springs. We're going to change to these came off of a ZR2. I think I said AT4, but they're off a ZR2 truck, so it'll be interesting how they work out height-wise. They're pretty chaotic right there. Of course, I'm taking an upside-down picture, but there's a pin here, and there's the center pin there, and I'm not sure what's going into the block here, but we'll figure it out. It's like new U-bolts. They probably removed these from a truck so that they could put aftermarket lift springs on it. These tapers don't beat on the spindle with a hammer. They're aluminum spindles. We just take and tap, 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 and the shock of you just tapping on it eventually breaks the taper loose, and you don't hurt anything pounding on things with a hammer. Now if you have an OEM puller, you can use that also, but just beating the crud out of it isn't a good idea with these new aluminum spindles that they put on cars now. A little different when they were cast. Still, we don't recommend doing that, and you certainly don't want to beat on the tie rod and loosen up the tie rod joint. Going to loosen the upper taper. He's not going to take that all the way up. An 18 millimeter, if anybody wants to know. He won't take the nut all the way off. Again, same thing. This you may need to tap on the spindle a little bit right there to get it off, but because we're reusing the spindles, we really don't want to hurt them. Both sides. And the spring's loose. Next thing you'll work on are the U-bolts. And we'll get some safety straps on here just so we don't lose control of the rear end. Normally what we try to do is one side at a time, and that way we can kind of hang one side. The diff where it's attached to the drive shaft doesn't get away from us and try to spin down, pull the drive shaft out or anything. So we'll loosen the U-bolts on the other side, but just barely so it can move around a little.